Oh, man, I'm so excited about this movie. I played with Legos when I was a kid, and it was amazing. You?
I'm excited for the movie. Yeah, I didn't play with Legos as much though.
What the heck did you play with?
I like the Army Men, and then moved up to GI Joes.
Oh,
did you play with GI Joes?
No.
Why not? Why wouldn't you play?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No particular reason.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tavern Talk. I'm Philip.
I'm Charles.
And as always, we are coming to you from the Movie Tavern. Charles, you want to tell them a little bit about the Movie Tavern?
I would love to.
Would you? I bet you would.
Movie Tavern isn't just a place where you just go and have a regular movie experience. It has a full menu, appetizers, desserts, full bar. It's the greatest way to experience a movie, in my opinion. You just push one of these little lights and they come running, and I love it. And so, yeah.
And if you still want to have, the traditional popcorn, candy, all that good stuff.
Wait, I can have that too?
You can have that too. So if you are near a movie tavern, definitely check out the movie-going experience at the Movie Tavern. Yeah. But yeah, so what did we see this week, Charles?
Oh, man. Part 2 of amazing franchise. The Lego Movie 2.
Yeah,
the second part.
Everybody,
end quote.
Yeah. I think most of the voice cast is returning here. Chris Pratt gets to pull double duty this time around. Elizabeth Banks. I was trying to. You got Charlie Day, Will Arnett's Batman. Will Arnett's I forget how much I love the Lego Batman movie.
And Nick Offerman as the pirate.
Is he the pirate? Yeah. I didn't know who the pirate was. I didn't either
until the credits roll. I'm like,
and then you've got
all right,
Channing Tatum as Superman and Jonah Hill's Green Lantern.
Right,
that great little.
Man, so many jokes.
So many jokes. No, so overall, let's just put it out there. Like, I couldn't stop smiling during this movie. I really enjoyed it.
It makes you feel giggly.
Yeah, it's a giggler.
Yeah,
you get a giggle.
The old gigs.
It's worth a giggle.
No, I thought it was a little bit more childish than the first one.
Yeah,
there were a lot more. I'm not talking about fart humor or anything. Like
no,
that.
No.
I'm talking more like slipping and falling, like running jokes like that, and goofy stuff. There's a lot more goofiness to it, which I thought okay, we've had the first Lego movie, we've had Batman, we've had Ninjago, we've had this series of Lego movies, and so this time of the year, I think it's time to they want to pull families back into the theater.
Right.
And that's what I got out of this in an overall arc. Now, me personally, I'm immature, so I liked it a lot. So I giggled the whole time. And anytime there's a physical humor.
Yeah.
I'm just
And it's funny with these figurines too.
Right,
they
exactly.
make and they play that up a lot. I was a little worried with this one because I wasn't I really liked Lego Movie. I really liked Lego Batman. Ninjago I wasn't as high on, but and then this one wasn't direct. It was written by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who did the first one, who did the 21 Jump Street movies, or the Jump Street movies, but they didn't direct this one.
Not behind the camera on this one.
But so I was a little concerned, but it really carried over the same tone, and it leaned in more to now that we kind of knew what the twist was at the end of the first one. That was these kids playing with the toys in their kind of world, and what was happening in the movie was existing within that. It leaned into that more, and I kind of appreciated where it went with that. I didn't.
I think that made the first one very special.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about this before, should we factor in expectation? Should we factor in cultural importance? You know what I mean? Stuff like the Oscars coming up. Black Panther changed the landscape culturally. You know what I mean? So should that be
actual
a part
content
of the rating?
movie?
On a standalone movie, if it was just that, should those outside factors factor into what you think?
Well, because the Lego movie definitely was, people didn't expect much from it.
We didn't expect anything.
It totally kind of
blew our minds, and we're like, oh, that made it super special experience. And then you get to this one, and it takes what the end of that one and uses that not formula, but uses that point in a lot throughout the movie.
But I thought it did it to the extent that it conveyed a solid message, and like it told a story that had this moral to the story it was telling that I was invested in and that moved me. I don't know, like not only was it really funny, like I was emotionally moved by it in moments as well.
And I don't want to act like I'm disagreeing with you at all.
Right.
I enjoyed the movie. I had a lot of fun. It was hard to capture that lightning in a bottle twice in a row.
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily twice in a row because the same company is making Ninjago and Batman.
But this is, these characters.
Yeah,
and
same characters, same.
The premise and everything.
The next, but yeah, they took that, like I said, they took that plot and they took that thing that made it special, intersected it inside this movie, used it. I don't know if they overused it or not, but I will say they heavily used it.
I was kind of going back and forth on that.
That's what made it special the first time. Was this kind of this heartwarming ending and this sense of childhood versus adulthood versus all that. And they use the same things here. It's just not as special because, like we say, the expectations are so low in the first one.
Yeah.
You thought you were gonna watch, an hour and a half long commercial.
Exactly.
About Legos.
And then it just completely. Just upended everything you thought it was going to be, and it was this is...
Which pushed the bar here.
Yeah.
And this one met the bar. It just didn't feel the same.
Yeah. No, I mean, is it impossible to make a movie about toys where, like, growing up and loss of innocence and that kind of stuff is not, like, the theme?
Right, yeah. True. Because, it did make me think of Toy Story a little bit as far as, like... but it differed from Pixar as in Pixar can hit every single a joke, or a feeling from every, an 80-year-old can go watch a Pixar movie and he's going to remember something about each part of his life.
Right.
I didn't feel that. I don't feel that way about these movies.
They're more
they're more single notes, but it hits that note really well.
Yeah.
And it feels good.
Yeah.
So,
and it was like, because the message here is one about. It's kind of like it's showing kids not to get cynical.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be cynical just because you have to grow up.
Yeah,
is kind of the theme here. And and instead of hardening your heart, maybe try opening it, which is maybe a riskier thing to do, but a more rewarding.
And that's another thing that felt like it was specifically for youth.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the message here is not for that. And we've watched stuff over the past year,
right? Like
The Grinch, where you're like, okay, this is obviously not for children.
Yeah, and and it didn't bother to like go out of its way to try to say anything deeper.
Right.
And I appreciate this one for at least giving it a go, and it hit me well enough that I really enjoyed it, I guess. But one step further here, and I'll see what you think, because part of me was like, they're giving this whole message about what we were just talking about, and growing up, but not growing angry or gritty or becoming the middle chapter sequel, which they kind of really they hit that hard with everything. But do you think they were commenting on? Because these kids' imaginations, right? What's happening in the movie, and are they kind of saying like, oh, these kids have been so consumed by like the conventions of these types of movies, and like the middle chapters especially, like this one is, that that's what they've imagined, and that's why they are able to kind of poke fun at it. I mean, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Or is that too?
That's a very meta concept for what this was. And there was a lot of like just silliness to it for it to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, they may have.
It's it's the Jump Street guys.
Yeah. So they may have had the undertone or whatever, but I didn't. That's a really deep dive. I don't know if I could subscribe to that. So anyway,
I think they were going for that. I don't know. I'd have to explore it a little further.
If you've got children between the ages of 2 and 11. Go take them to see this.
I had a blast. Like, I couldn't stop smiling. The songs are fun.
And Philip is my child, who's 11 years old this year, and he loved it. I took him to see this. No, but yeah, anybody that has kids, absolutely take them to see this. It's a 100% win. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love the songs and everything.
Oh yeah,
They
and
love
stay
every
for the
part of
credit songs. And even if you're like our age and you love Lonely Island, you'll once again be pretty happy. Star rating, what would you give Lego?
I'm going to
2?
give it a 4 because, like I said, I don't know if that's worth dropping it a star, but I just didn't have the magic. But excellent movie. Nothing.
I feel like I liked it more than you, but I still was going to give it 4.
Yeah,
like,
you're not very generous with your stars.
4 is really solid for me. It's a solid.
Hey,
like,
we agree on something.
I didn't think it was
what's important
like
here.
great, but I thought it was really, really good and would definitely recommend it. Take the family, have a lot of fun, and if you're near a movie tavern, definitely take them to see Lego Movie 2.
Thanks for
the
agreeing
second
with me.
part.
You know what I'm saying?
At a movie tavern.
Congress, take a note here. Two people agreeing.
It's all you gotta do is just have
That's
that
as
discussion.
political as we'll get.
That's
here.
it. That's it. Mhm.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
where can I see your written reviews?
Oh, the written reviews? Well, you can check those out at reviewsfromabed.com.
Oh.
But thanks for checking us out. Check back every week. We'll have a new review of the latest release every week. We'll see you next time.